Right, back again. I think I'll pause the virtual machine as soon as I've got verification that it's running. Looks like it. Right. Just need to get it started on this. So, what am I doing today? Right, well, obviously because of the new three-legged design. Oh, that sounds funny. I don't know, I keep on unintentionally using puns. Yeah. I don't know why, I just do it. Right, because of the new three-legged design. I have to adjust my coil support, so I'm kind of using the previous title for the same thing, because what I need to do is make a new coil support that's actually wider. So the best way to do that, I suppose, is to start from scratch, really. So what I'm going to do is I just want to create a disc first of all. I'll show you what I mean. The easiest way to do it is to go to my drum. I've still got the hole bunged up in it. Oh dear, I'm doing it again. Right, so I need to close this. Oh god, I'm not going to say anything. I keep putting my foot in it. Right, so we'll just seal that up. Right, I'm avoiding the pun. So that I can get my centre, because this is the easiest way of doing it, really. Just to model around this drum, and then I'll show you in a minute anyway. Right, I've closed the group so that I'm not going to mess with that. I need a new disc. I want the centre. Oh, there we go. I've got my centre. So I'm going to make a new disc. I want to check the diameter, which is 48.8 millimeters, and I want a 2mm gap actually. So 48.8. So I'm going to go up to 50.8. Because I want a bit more room, because I'll leave it on that edge and I'll take 50.8. Right, so I've got a disc all the way around that. Now I've got to stall these edges and smooth them out, because they've stepped pretty coarse, so I'm going to just divide that by 100. Right. And I also need another disc in the disc, around the disc, because I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Because I need a wall going down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to the centre again. Going to go out, so that's now 50.8, and I want a wall thickness of 1.5 millimeters, so 51.8 should do it. Let's just go to 51.8. Right, so I've got now I need to smooth that edge out. Divide by 100. Now I have to put a division in this. So actually, is this showing up in the other models? No, it's not, because it's not inside the component. So no worries. I need to go across here and I need to measure between. I'm not going to say it. Oh, best thing to do is to, I've got my centre on here because I sealed the drum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the axis between these leg points. So if I can find the flipping middle, which is a bit tricky. Oh dear me, come on. To find the middle. It won't let me get the middle. I think I need to go between there. Try it this way. Oh, that's not the middle. It says centre and group, but that's not the centre. Bugger it, I'm just going to hide this top thing. Hang on a minute. Edit group. Let's just hide that. Right, that's better. I can see what I'm doing now. Right, I want to get the middle. I think I've got it now. Got the centre in group. Can I unhide that other thing? Unhide. Can I still get the centre still? Yeah, I've got my centre. So what I want to do is, when I find the axis, these legs are not perfect. So I'm going to go between the. Come on. Oh, it's not telling me, and it's not telling me. It's because I'm not rotating anything, that's why. Right, so what do I need to do? I'll just have to rotate this whole drum. That's what I'm going to have to do. Edit component. Now let's try rotating that to work this out. I've lost my middle now. Lost my friggin' centre again. Not good. And I can't hide that thing because I'm inside another group now. I'm just trying to find the. Hang on a minute! I just realised something. What am I doing? I know what the division is. It's 60 degrees. Hang on, 360 divided by 3. Let me just. I'm going to need to go a bit under that though. 360 divided by 3 is 120. Right, so actually I need to be less than that. So I'm just going to get out of this lot because 120. Let's try this. Right, if I can get my ruler, find the middle of this thing. Can't. I want that. I'm going to make a new group. I lost it again. It's like, connected. Make group. Right, I'm going to hide this other thing. Hide. Right, that's better, then I won't get in the way. Damn it! Now I want to use the frigging loo. That was summer. Be back in a minute. Oh, don't you hate it when you've got an upset stomach and you can't wait? Oh, damn it. I have problems. Right, where was I? 120, was it 120 degrees? Yeah. Right, so edit group. I need to get the middle. Always difficult when you've got 100 divisions in it. For some reason when you divide it by 100 it just makes it hard to find the middle. Oh, there we go. Got you. Right, so I'm going to draw a line, doesn't matter where, just there. I want the middle again. I want 120 degrees. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, actually it'd be better if I just undo the guide and just draw a line from the middle to, I'll stay on the axis, the red axis. Go all the way down here. Right. Copy that line. Like that one. Oops, wrong one. Don't want all of it. Just that one. Rotate tool. I want the middle, and I want to copy that line 120 degrees. Actually, I'm going to go a bit less than that. I'll show you why in a minute. 115 degrees. So plus. I'm just going to go to. I'm going to go to 112, 112. So I've got a line like that. So it looks like a pie chart now. Right. Alright, let's just close this out a minute because I want to get this axis right. So I just want this. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to make a component. I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm going to copy that. Because I need to. Let me just go to this other one which I haven't hidden, which is still visible, because I need to get rid of that hole a minute, which I don't need anymore, because the other one's hidden, you see. Right, I'll get rid of that as well. Right, I won't need that anymore, because I'll show you why. I want to put it on top of here. Or better still, I want to copy that one over here, which is a lot better because I've got the thingy-jigs. I'm just going to paste the copy there. I want to, it's in a group, so I can move it around. Just a minute, it's a bit low right now. I need to lift it up a bit. I'm just trying to get my alignment right. Right, the other line's underneath, so I need to rotate this thing around now. This is my guide, and I've got one that's free to work on, and this one which will give me an idea. It's a bit of a pain, but my centre should be around that axis, so I'm just going to rotate this around a bit. You can see the problem there. I didn't get enough clearance from them legs. So the line is underneath them legs, so that means I need to move them lines. Actually, it's better if I just. Right. Let's just look underneath. It's because them legs are square and they're not tapered. That's the problem. Just gonna have a look underneath. See if I'm in the middle. Looks like I'm in the middle. I don't have to be bang on right now, I just want to be in the middle-ish. So really, right, so yeah, them lines need to be in more in the middle. So what I'm going to do, instead of messing around with this one, which is hard to get to, I'm going to measure something. I'm going to take a measurement. Right, that line underneath this here is about right, but it wants to be back a bit. Let's have a look at this one over here. It's a bit too far underneath. I'm going to rotate that a bit more. What the hell? Somebody's flipping the horn. What the hell is all that about? Somebody's a bit horn happy. Right. I need to bring that around a bit more. I'm going to go on X-ray in a minute. Let's up there. Yeah, that's not far off. A bit further back. Just want to get them lines about right the same. What the hell? I'm going to look outside. Shut up, for God's sake. Pipping your bloody arm. I think some kid's got behind the wheel somewhere. F-U-C-K sake, shut up! Flipping hate it when people start pipping horns. Unless it's a dog. Right, so what I need to do is I need to bring that line in on this side. Just trying to measure it. It's a bit difficult to work out. About 2 millimeters. And on that side. I know I'm doing this in a really peculiar way. Some people do it differently, I know. By about 2.4 millimeters. Right. Right. Let's go over to the disc. Actually, I've forgotten how far from the centre I am. I need to measure the distance from the centre. About 24 millimeters from the centre. Doesn't have to be exact. Right, go over here. $24. I've got a dot there now. $24. And remember, it's 2 millimeters in. I just want the dot, I don't want the flipping line. Oh, it won't do that. Go from here. 2 millimeters. Well, it looks like I've got. It says midpoint anyway. I'll go over here. I want to be 2.4 millimeters from there. Oh, is it 2.6? Oh, we'll go to 2.6. A bit extra is fine. 2.6. Come on, you go there. 2.6. Because it's a component, my dots should appear over here as well. Yeah, I can see my dots. My ruler marks are here. Right. It's on that line, around that edge. Right on the edge of this side of this bracket. This one's just a bit of a pain. Actually, so what I'm going to do now is I need to get my arc tool out because I want to cut an arc on here, so I need to measure between there and there, which is 24 millimeters, right, 24 millimeters, near enough. So, sorry if I'm making you drunk by doing all this. So, 24 millimeters in a straight line, just roughly. There we are. So now I need to put an arc between there and that point and take the arc up to that dot. There we go, I've got an arc. Now this is going to form the inside of my coil former thingy-majiggy, and I want to be 2.6 millimeters from over here, but I can't seem to get a line to a dot. Oh, there we go, I've got it now. Right, 2.6. What the hell? Come on. Jump in between 2.7 and 2.6. Right there. There, 2.6 there. Oh, I forgot where this is done. So I'm going to draw a line between there, that dot. Oh shit, I forgot how far. Hang on, escape a minute. Oh, actually I can go right to the edge, yeah, that's right. So, a line between there and there. A line between there. This is probably going to make it wrong, so I'm just going to, I can undo it if I'm. Right, let's have a look at this little one over here. Yeah, yeah, there's a problem. I'm going to rotate that a bit. I am going to, what the hell? Oh, I know what I've done wrong. Oops, I just realised what I've done wrong. Right. Oh, undo that. Undo that. I'm not thinking today, my brain's not working. I want to go to that section like that. From that dot to there. Now that should look right now. come have a look over here. Huh? What? No? Oh, it's not far off, it's just a bit off. I should be in between. I need to be in between them lines. I'm terrible at flipping. I'm not very good when it comes to angles. That's my biggest problem. Right, I know what I need to do. I want the midpoint, so undo. I want to be between there and the midpoint over here. That's there. Oh, this one doesn't have a midpoint. Oh, it's wrong. Oh, I'll go about there. Right. Have a look. Come on. Not far off. I'm gonna try and move that line a bit. What about the other side? Yeah, that one's moving a bit more. Let me just put a door in here. Let's open. Oh, I can't, can I? I've got the other one open. Hang on a minute, let's just measure. I want to be in by 1.7 millimeters. Well, actually, 1.2 millimeters if you're further in. Oh, well, I want to be right there. It was in betweeny. I think this one wants to be I'm going to guess that it's about there. Right, I'm just going to delete that other line. I'm not all with it today, you know, I really aren't. I've just had a strange kind of day. Oh. Do I need to be right to the edge? Probably. Well, I'm just gonna go directly across here because I don't want. That other line wants to go, that one. Right, I'm going to get rid of that line, get rid of that dot. Just fine tuning this flipping thing is a bit of a drag. I want to go straight across the come on, you stop it, damn thing, it keeps jumping to the axis line. I don't want to be over there, I want to be over here. Stop it. Oh, you hate it when things won't go where you want them to go. Right, got it. Yeah, that's about right. Same also both sides. Get rid of that line. Once you've got the top one done, that's great because I can copy it, my duplicate. Right, I'm going to delete all my guidelines. Delete guides. Right, let's have a look over here. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, that's good enough for what I want. I haven't got clearance on the arc very much, so I'm just going to redo the arc line a bit. That arc wants to be starting about here to there. Come back a bit more. Get rid of that one. This is just a shelf really. I'm not fussy about it. It doesn't have to be precision, that's why I'm just doing it this way. Yeah, it looks better. Right. Go back over here. Now I can delete all of the other stuff. Go down here. Select all, delete that, select all, connected, delete that. Oh damn it, I'll just get rid okay. We'll look over here. Starting to get my shelf formed. Right. These green ones want to disappear, but I'm going to leave them for now. Actually, I can delete. Let me just go out of that other one. Just delete this one. Edit group. That one can get deleted. I've got one over there to copy my reference files and everything. Right, go back over here. Right, I need to reverse faces because I want to, oops, I want this to be, actually I'm going to pull it up because it's, let's lift that up by, let's see, 1.2 millimeters. I'm going to have a big hole in the bottom of this. Yeah, no worries. I'll sort that in a minute. Bring that up to there. I'm going to go underneath. I just want this hole filling in. There we go. Now I want to come down. Oh, let's just measure the other shelf now. I'll know how much by then. Halfway point would be in the wrong place. I want to be on that corner. $15.5mm. I want to come down. Uh, 15.5. Right. Get rid of that inside line. Don't want that line there anymore. Oh, let's have a look. X-ray. Oh, I've got these friggin' lines again. A minute. Oh. Won't take me long to get rid of this lot. Just have to check, make sure I haven't deleted anything I shouldn't have done. Right. Okay, getting there. Right, close component. Oh, actually I need to keep it open because I'll show you why. Right, select all. Oh, I mean I've closed it already, damn it. Right, edit component, select all, make a group inside the component because I want to duplicate that. Plus holding the control key down after you flip that on the flip along blue axis so it's upside down. Now I'm going to bring that up by 3.6mm. I'm going to be printing these in separate pieces and then I can right, 3.6, I'm going to type it, 3.6, right, they meet up in the middle. Now I want to explode, I'm not going to explode the component, what's that? So I should have exactly the same thing over here now. Yeah, we have exactly the same thing over here, but the clearance is too tight right now. You see the gap is too tight between the drum and the shell, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how much clearance I've got on top. Oops, just a minute, shift. I've got 1.1 millimeters I can go up, so come on you bugger. Edit component, edit group, extrude the top by 1.1. And take this up 1.1. I don't know if you change the bottom. I'll find out by colouring it in. Hang on, tools, paint bucket. I'm not sure because blue. No, it hasn't. So I have to do the bottom one as well. Right. Close group. Edit group. I need the bottom to be different anyway because well, I'll show you in a minute. 1.1. 1.1. There's a slight difference between the top and the bottom because that hub this big hub in the middle is big. So there's a shelf on the right, and the hub up the top is big, but if you go underneath there's a great big gap because the bottom section it's got a tiny hub. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another arc to bring that in closer, which I didn't do last time actually, but I want that arc to be, I'm going to measure it here now. About 8.8, I think, 8 millimeters actually, 8 millimeters in. So if I close that other group I was in, you can see there's a big gap where you can see the rotor underneath. A lot more room to put my coils. I just have to punch some holes and tie wraps, and I'll put brackets on and something like that. We've got clearance now. Let's have a look. We've got more clearance now. Should be shift key down. 1.5 millimeters clearance, which is better than before because I think last time we only had 1 millimeter clearance, and I was having some issues with catching on it, and it warped a bit on me. So the other one I need oh dear me, I forgot now. I'm confused now. Hang on. Right, I need to go in 8 millimeters along that line. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to modify it directly on here because I use that as a guide. So I'm just going to edit this component, edit group, because it's easier to see what I'm doing. So if I get my line, if I create a line right on the corner and I follow that line along the edge and press shift down, it will lock it onto that axis. Then all I have to do is pull it the other way. Oh come on you stupid thing, I want to go this way. go by 8mm. 8mm. Right, I've got a line going 8mm in, look. Can you see that line? Very tiny. Very tiny. I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to go on the edge, follow that line, that edge, push shift down, go in. It's doing the same thing on this side as well, it's just being such a pig. Hang on, I'm going to have to rotate slightly, follow that line, shift down. I want it 8mm long, stupid thing. It's gone all the way, I don't know where it's gone. It's just, take my shift key down off a minute. Shift. It's not letting me do it. Follow this line. Come on, 8mm, don't go wild. Ah, there we go. Right. Ah! Doing it now. 8. I want 8. Stop jumping around on me. Ah, what's that? 8.8. I don't want that. I want 8. Ah, you twat! You've jumped to 5.9. I only moved you a tiny bit. I will follow this other line. It's been such a pig, this thing is. Oh, 8.1. 8. Come on, just got to 8 from it. Yeah, 8. Right, I've got 8 now. I think. Jesus, this is, it's been such a pain. Let me just make sure it doesn't run wild on me. Right, now if I measure a line from the middle, pull it down so, and then get a shift lock. I want to go in, oh it won't shift lock on me. I want to be in by 8mm. 8mm, what's it doing? What axis am I on? 8mm. There we go. Right, I've got a line, a guideline in mid-air. That's 8mm in from the middle. Oh, you bugger, it's gone skew if on me. Oh, I'm going to have to do one from here as well. It's on a blue axis. Oh, not the blue axis, you silly thing. Hang on. Press escape. Let's go in from... put shift down. 8. Just go to 8mm for God's sake. 8. Oh, I'll have to do. Just been a bugger. Now I want my arc to go between that line. That's the end of this one. On that line. And come up to this line. There we go, I filled in that gap. Finally! Don't know, I'm messing about. Delete guides. Now I'm going to go over to the other one across the room. Paused. It's easy to do. Go to this one over here. Where is it? There it is. Right. That's the bit that wanted filling in. Now I've got to extrude the inside of that. Edit component, edit group, extrude up to that face. There we go, I've got my missing piece now. Delete that bit, don't want it. Now this should be, yeah. So I deleted it, it didn't destroy everything. Right, delete that. Saved me a whole bunch of having to do this all over again. So I've got the bottom and the top, and you can see it's different. Right, I'll done except for the brackets, which I've got to do. I know I'm upside down at the moment, so I need to rotate. Right, so I've got my new canopy support coil thingamajig, but I need to strengthen this up because I don't want it to flop around on me, so I don't know, it's a lot bigger than the other one. I have made it thicker though. I think it'll be alright. Maybe I can get rid of them lines. Will it let me? Nope, I can't. Oh, I lost my pace. Yeah, it'll be alright. There's a slight angle on them. Right, so if we go back over here where I was, now the bottom, there we go, there's the bottom. I'm going to colour code that thing. Edit component, edit group, select all connected, paint bucket. I think I'll make it dark blue. I'll do the bottom section as well. Edit group, select all, connected, dark blue. Right, and there we go, it's done dark blue too. Hang on a minute, have I got a plug in? No, I thought I had, but I haven't, no. I want to make sure there's a gap. It's sticking through that wall a bit. Right. Alright, so I've got to trim a bit off it. How much do I need to trim off? Shit. 0.1 of a millimetre, is that all? You're kidding me. 0.2 of a millimetre. Yeah, I'm gonna... is that just the bottom? Oh, hang on. Oh, that's weird. The top's fine, not the bottom. That's odd. Let's check the other side. I've got clearance on the right side. Ah, right, okay, so I know, oops. I know what to do. I need to rotate this a little bit. I've filled my bloody hole in now. Hang on. Edit group. Edit component. Edit group. Close group. Close group, close group. Right, maybe I can just move that a bit. I want the middle. That's near enough. Hang on. If I could just move this a bit, it should be clear. Ah! It's working backwards at the moment. Right. It's easy enough to chop a piece off it if I need to do that. Yeah, that's going to fit. I mean, it's not, because I moved it, I rotated it slightly around that axis, and it's going to fit. I'll probably have to file it or something if it's too tight. I want it snug though. I want it snug. The reason for that is I want to be able to fix it in place so that it's not going to flop about. I was going to say tight between the you-know-whats, but you know, that would just, yeah, I keep saying these strange words. I think I moved it too much, so I'm going to undo that. Undo rotate. Right, it's come back again now. I'm just going to move it a little, come on, there we go, right. I only want to move it a little bit, so if I just go to 0.01, I'll just go to 0.1. Right, 0.1. That should have fixed the problem at the bottom. I think it's still inside that wall. Just a bit. So I'm going to rotate it another point. I'm going to rotate it 0.2. 0.2. Let's have a look. Oops. I hate it when it does that. It's because I'm zooming into infinity or something. Yeah, that's cleared it. So we're clear on that side. Check this one. Oh, it's a slight bit coming through that wall. Right down there. Just a touch. I think that's no, I can file that off. Oops, I've gone inside something now. Right, just clear this out again. Yeah. Now I've got one of these, I can just, if I 3D print 3 of them, I should be good. So I'm going to go across to, actually I've got to save this before I lose it all. So if we go across here, edit component, my export. Support canopy. I'm gonna have to rename this because there's a top and a bottom now instead of just one. So I'm going to put T dash support canopy and export that one. That one as Oh no, I don't really need. I don't know. Just a minute. I want B bottom for bottom. Oh damn it! I'm seeing these bloody words keep coming out. Bottom support canopy. I'm just going to see if we've got any errors in it. Open it up in NetFab. Oh great, no errors. That's the bottom one. Top. Yay, no errors. Good. Hate it when there's errors. So that's done. I have to double check, verify my thicknesses and everything, because if it's too thin it'll warp, so I'm just going to check, make sure. Do that. 1.2 millimeters. Should be alright. Let me just check, because I think the last ones that I did were about that. Let me check. Well, the ones I was doing before were 1.6 millimeters. Alright, so I'm going to add 0.4 millimeters just to be on the safe side. I'm going to put the holes in them yet as well. So if I go back to this, edit group, it wants to be 0.4 millimeters thick, otherwise it will warp. 0.4. Bottom one, I don't know. Right, so there we go, that's my new canopy thingy-majiggy. Just make sure everything's fitting alright. Oh, I've got a little bit, it's overlapping my brackets a bit now. Oops. Well, alright, so what I've got to do, is make them a little bit. Let's check the bottom. How much clearance I've got down here? Oh, I see. I need to move them down a bit. Up a bit, I mean. Move it up. Right. I've got an idea. I'm going to have to adjust the height. Edit component. Now leave it, I'll just close it a minute. I just need to move it up. Let's check out the gap at the bottom. Shift key down. So there's 2.5 millimeters clearance at the bottom. Hang on. Shift. 1.5 at the top. So I need to move it up by 0.5 millimeters. So first of all, 0.5. Now I need to sort that blooming bracketing to fit this out. Oh, I know what to do. Right. Edit component. Edit group. Bring this down a bit. I'm just going to go right down to the top of this drum first. Then I'm going to lower this down to the bottom of this, put this on this face. Right, now oops, now we want it to, we want it to 1.6. Go up to that line. Right, that's that. Sorted that one out. Check the bottom one. Close group, edit group. I'm going to go right up to the drum. Oops, where am I? Ah! Come up to that, inside that, on that face, right there. And I want 1.6mm clearance. That line. Oh, what the hell happened there? Oh, wrong end. Oops. Undo. I want to be down. Undo that line. I want to be from there. 1.6. I told you I'm not with it today. Online. Alright. Oops. Oh god. I keep going inside everything, I can't see a thing. Right, delete all the guides. The reason for the close, the small gap is because every millimetre makes a big difference on coupling with the cores that are rotating inside here. So the bigger the gap, the less power you get out. So I'm trying to keep it quite close tolerance. If it catches, it catches, and I'll have to sort that out. I'll have to figure that out and straighten things out or something. But I'm not going to make a great big massive gap for the sake of it. Yeah. I need to export them again now because I've changed it all. Edit component, export. Oh, that's the T canopy. Export. Where's the B one gone? B support canopies there. And these two get stuck together actually after I've printed them, so I just put some acetone on that join and they become one piece. We'll go back to black and white view in a minute. Looks a lot better when it's in black and white. I don't know. You can just see everything a bit clearer. Edges show up better. Oh, I've got plenty of spacing around the edge there, which is cool. And let's see what the different one, the gap is. It's about. Hang on. It's about 2.7mm space around the rim. depends where my ruler's got, which direction my ruler's in. 2.3 actually, I think. I actually made that gap between the drum and the outside a little bit bigger than previously because I had some issues where it was catching on it. So what I can do with that middle bit is put some struts around, which I'm probably going to do to stop it from curling. Like a raised rib going around this inside bit here where the coil will sit on top, because we don't actually generate any power there in this middle bit between here and there. It doesn't generate anything really. The coil's going along the rotational axis, so that's the place to put a raised edge to stiffen it up so it doesn't curl. I can have a rib part in the middle, away from which will sit right in the middle of the coil, so that won't interfere. But I'm going to do that later. You'll see when I've done it. Because I have to put the holes in it like this one. I have to put these holes in. These are to tie the coil on to it, and these brackets sit on. The brackets are going to be right near the edge actually. They're going to rest on top of these arms to keep this canopy centered so it doesn't sag and fall onto the drum. So I've got to put them in as well. It's just to keep the canopy centered on relative to the drum. Right, I'll save again. I think that's it now. I'm sure I'm still working. It looks like I am. Right. Yeah, I think that's going to work a lot better. The coils themselves won't need to go to these right up close to these edges, because I just wanted more room to be able to have more coil, more turns, and so when I put the brackets on, they're going to be pretty close to these edges, and I'm probably going to have separate brackets or something for the coils to sit inside as well. So instead of just two of these little brackets, I'm probably going to have 4 on the top and 4 on the bottom. Some for the coil, because I want to wrap the coil directly onto this support canopy. I want to wind it directly onto it instead of winding it separately, because I get much more tighter winds on it, which means I've got to do it by hand, which is a bit of a drag, but it doesn't take too long to wind them really. There's trouble with winding it on a bobbin, and then you take it off the bobbin and then you've got to shape it around this canopy. The problem with that is you can't quite get it to sit right. It just doesn't quite sit right. You end up with gaps in places that you don't want gaps, and so it'd be better to just wind it directly onto it. Oh dear me, I'm tired. I'm going to watch some more. I'm going to go and watch some more digging stuff. But I am going to. I'm just going to have a little think about where to put the holes. I might actually print this out, well, one of them out, just to check for warping, just to make sure it's not going to warp on me, because I want to just see how it behaves after I've acetone treated it and see if there's any curling issues on it when I'm happy with it. And see, well, usually what happens with larger sizes, you get curls and warps in certain areas, and by looking at where it's curling, that will tell me where to put support ribs on here, like a raised edge that will stiffen it up. So it'll give me a bit of an idea where I need to put more stiffened plastic on it, because you cannot really tell until you've printed it. The biggest problem I had before was on this back shell here, on the part that goes on the outside. It warped, so the middle part curled in and it was bow-legged. It was like bowed in, came in a bit like that. So what I did was I thickened these struts out, which are on the ends. That's another thing I can add. These little beams that go all the way down the corners, what these do is prevent it from curling inwards. They give you a bit of support, so it stiffens this whole thing up. It's easy for me to put them on there. All I have to do is put a cut line down this back edge here, right close to because I've got plenty of space. If you look, there's a really good space on these new ones now. So that's another thing I have to do, is I have to measure in about 5mm or something, then draw a line, a cut line all the way down, and to just extrude it out, and that will form a beam, a plastic beam going all the way down, which will meet up with the one on the bottom as well, and that will stop that from curling. I could in theory put them in the middle as well, because the coil won't actually sit right in the middle. There'll be an air gap right there, because the coil will go around, sort of around here, so I can, any areas where the coil isn't going to be, I can put some support struts in. So that's the next job to do. Anyway, I suppose I better go now. I think I've done it all. Yeah, thanks for watching.